run, and everything any additional money that I got to make the film, I just put into blood, guts, and gore and sets into really making it as sick as I possibly could. I was waiting for. I mean, I'm going to go before them in the next 2 weeks, and we'll see what's left. Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh no, why don't you go NC-17? It's like, oh, because theaters won't want your movie. It's NC-17. I'd love to be NC-17. We could play more than 5 cinemas. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to do that. So, but no, really the model was road warrior and aliens, and I had the benefit of watching Hostel 1 around the world with different audiences, and I saw what they responded to. It's like, yeah, everybody loves the kids. They love fucking when bitches get run over, and they're like, yeah! And the girl getting the eye gas and the fucking goo shooting out. Like, I love it too, but I really noticed that scene with Rick Hoffman, with the businessmen in the locker room, and he's talking about what it's like to kill somebody, and how does that feel, and what is that like? And that scene really scared people and freaked people out more than the gore in the film. And I thought, there's really something to that, and I want to see kind of a movie about that guy and much more about that world. So I didn't do an entire film about it. I mean, really explored kind of seeing things from that point of view.
And let's talk a little about working with the mostly female cast as opposed to the last.
Yeah, where it's just a fucking sausage fest. There's a bunch of dudes in Prague, and yeah.
Just what are your experiences this time out here?
Well, it's amazing. That's a good question. In Hostel, it was the 3 guys, and there were the girls, but the film was really mainly about it was their story, and it's just unbelievable the type of things that become an emergency or a crisis when you're dealing with young women. Certain things like the color of one's shoes, for example, can just fucking throw everyone into a tizzy. It's like all of a sudden the stuff that you're having, before it'd be like, Jay, put that on and go do that and scream. It's like, yeah, it's great, but then, sometimes, like the color of the lipstick, it's just like that's the main discussion. So there's stuff like that that you can't anticipate. So I certainly learned a lot, but no, the truth of the matter is that there really was no difference between working with guys and girls. You're just working with actors. You're working with, as long as you're working with great actors, experienced actors, then it's really the same thing. It's the same experience. I mean, you have to be. I was certainly more delicate in certain areas, but in other areas, I don't say, oh, I'm going to direct it differently because it's girls. I say, no, they're actors and they're going to play a part, and I'm not really changing stuff.
What about that other Robert?
I really wear my shoes and I hated post it.
Yeah.
But I kept it quiet.
He was a good sport about that.
I mean, for me, just the whole experience was incredible. I mean, like I said before, working with Eli was just an absolute dream, and he's one of the best directors I've worked with. And just the set was so incredibly warm and inviting and loving, and he has such an incredible passion that's infectious that makes you really want to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to meet a man by 5 and work 20 hours a day. So it was really, really a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, I felt so lucky with the cast that I had. I mean, the truth of the matter is, with a script like Hostel or Hostel Part 2, it kind of weeds people out that don't want to do that type of movie. I mean, everyone who reads the script, they know what they're in for, and they're all signing up to do that. So it's like we're all in this together, and it's a lot. It's really, it's very, there's some days that are really, really difficult. And these two were, all the cast members were really, really incredible. But there was, I remember one scene in particular with Heather where the other actors weren't even shooting that thing, they just came in to watch it, and everyone was kind of amazed by her performance. But it's, people, the crew members had neighbors, which is always fun. So that's always a good sign.
Well, let's open it up to questions. Looks like there's a microphone set up right there, so that's probably the best bet.
Go ahead. Step right up.
Why did you opt not to use subtitles, and are you not going to use subtitles again in the sequel?
I love the film Mute Witness, and one of my favorite things about that movie is that there's a character, and she's in this tracking situation, and people start speaking Russian around her, and you have no idea what they're saying, and it gives you the feeling that you are with the characters, that you're in a foreign country, and you kind of don't know what's going on. And I think that that was one of the techniques that I used that would be very, there were 9 languages in Hostel, and there are several languages in Hostel part too. And my feeling is as long as people know what's going on and it's not some sort of plot point, I thought it could be really effective just to give you the feeling that what it's like to be in a foreign country. Because when you go to Europe and you're in some town and there's two fucking people, you kind of know when they're talking about you. And then they look at you and then they just give you this look and it's really, really fucking creepy. And I did that with my crew members. Where it'd be like, you know, be shooting. I know some Czech, but I purposely didn't learn Czech because I know the fucking crew members are talking about me. They're like, oh, what the fuck's he want to do? Blah, 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 blah. And you'd be like, what did he say? And he's like, he said we need more potato chips. I'm like, okay. Because I can fucking tell that dude's talking about me. They're like, no, no. But that was part of that's just one of the techniques I wanted to use to create the sense of unease and tension.
Thank you.